What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the Zebulon Sports Podcast. I'm your host, Isaiah. And y'all, Jayden Daniels announced to the NFL world that he is a superstar quarterback in the making. As on last night, he led his team to a huge upset victory on the road against the Cincinnati Bengals in the game, y'all, which he completed 91.3% of his passes, which is now NFL rookie quarterback record. He had 293 total yards and he had 3 total touchdowns. I mean, Jayden Daniels was phenomenal, y'all. He was slicing and dicing this Cincinnati Bengals defense up with his arms, with his legs. I mean, y'all, the things I really love about Jayden Daniels is he's very accurate outside. I mean, he's completing for the season 80.3% of his passes. So he's very accurate. He doesn't make bad decisions, y'all. And remember when a lot of people were questioning his arm strength? Yeah, he has a very, very, very strong arm. We saw him last night. Y'all see right here, man. He hooked up with Scary Terry on a nice 55-yard play. And they also were able to hook up at the end of the game for a 27-yard touchdown that sealed the game for the Washington Commanders. And so I really like what the Washington Commanders have, y'all, in Jayden Daniels. I was really high on this kid when he was coming out of college at LSU. I said that if he could just work on his short/intermediate accuracy, that he was going to be a superstar quarterback. And so far, y'all, I mean, he's been very accurate, on his short and intermediate passes. So I think Jayden Daniels, he has a full skill set that you would want, your quarterback to have. And so I think, y'all, that this game he had put the NFL on notice that the Washington Commanders, y'all, could have a chance to make the playoffs. I think they're going to be a very competitive team this year. I only had the Washington Commanders winning 5 games because I just didn't, know how quickly they were going to be able to get to speed, considering they have a rookie quarterback, they have a new head coach, and they have a new general manager. But so far, y'all, it looks like they hit on the coach, the quarterback, and the GM, because Dan Quinn has done a very great job. And again, Jayden Daniels has been one of the best quarterbacks so far in the NFL. I mean, y'all, you can make a case that Jayden Daniels has been a top 5 quarterback in the league so far, like seriously. I mean, because his level of play has been insane, and I cannot wait to see, y'all, what he's going to continue to do. But for Washington Commanders fans, this has to make them very, very excited, because y'all think about, the last few years, what the Washington Commanders have had to deal with in terms of quarterbacks. I mean, they went through Carson Wentz, y'all, and that was just a disaster. I mean, Carson Wentz, he had like a couple of good games for the Washington Commanders that was in, and then after Carson Wentz, y'all, they went to Taylor Heineke, and Taylor Heineke, he was more flash in the pan than a real consistent guy. We always knew Taylor Heineke was never going to be that franchise quarterback. And then, y'all, last season they tried out Sam Howell, and they thought Sam Howell was going to be able to be a solid guy for them, y'all. Well, he was horrible, right? He was very turnover prone, and they traded him to the Seattle Seahawks, right, during this offseason. And so they really needed their franchise quarterback. And with the number 2 overall pick, y'all, they selected Jayden Daniels. And man, right now that is looking like an amazing decision, y'all. Jayden Daniels looks like he is going to be a top 5 quarterback in the NFL one day. I know some people are going to say, well, Zay, it's only one game. But y'all, listen, through 3 games, he's been very good, though, right? He has 0 interceptions. Think about it. He's a rookie quarterback, and he has not turned the ball over once. 0 interceptions, y'all. Again, I told y'all earlier, he's completing 80.3% of his passes. He has 2 passing touchdowns. He has 3 rushing touchdowns, y'all. He has an 111.8 quarterback rating. Let me repeat, Jayden Daniels has an 111.8 quarterback rating. I mean, he is just balling right now, and this is great news for the Washington Commanders, because now y'all feel like as a franchise, you really have a shot to do some big things, this year and in the coming years. Because again, y'all, the Washington Commanders, I mean, not just recent, but really for the last couple of decades, they've been one of the worst teams in the NFL. And a lot of that has been due to bad quarterback play, bad head coaches, bad GMs. But now it looks like they finally are on the right track and look like a team that's going to be able to compete for a Super Bowl, maybe 3 or 4 years down the line, y'all. But they definitely have their quarterback in Jayden Daniels. And I want y'all to see what Scary Terry had to say to his rookie quarterback, man, as he congratulated him on a great performance last night. Yeah, I mean, y'all could just see how happy Terry McLaurin is for his rookie quarterback Jayden Daniels. I mean, y'all, Terry McLaurin is one of the more underrated wide receivers in my opinion in the NFL. And the fact that he's had four straight 1,000 yard receivers, or excuse me, four straight 1,000 yard seasons with really bad quarterback play just goes to show you the kind of wide receiver that Terry McLaurin is, aka Scary Terry, y'all. Now that he has a really good guy at the quarterback position in Jayden Daniels, y'all. I mean, I expect Terry McLaurin to have a phenomenal season the rest of the year. I know the first two games he kind of got out to a slow start, but last night he exploded. He had four catches for 100 yards and a touchdown, y'all. I mean, I like this Washington Commanders team. Yes, they still had to, address this offensive line. The offensive line is not great, right? They only ran the ball for 3.4 yards per carry last night, and their defense definitely still needs a lot of work, particularly their secondary. But y'all, when you have your quarterback, it just makes life so much easier. When you have your quarterback, it makes life easier. When you have your head coach, it makes life easier. When you have your GM in place, it makes life so much easier. And they have all three of those positions that look pretty good for them right now. So again, I love where the Washington Commanders are headed. And for the Commanders, now that you have your quarterback in Jayden Daniels, man, you got to continue to surround him with talent on the offensive line and at the skill positions, y'all. I like the two wide receivers that have scary tier. They drafted Luke McCaffrey in this past year's draft. I like their running back situation, the Austin Eckler and Brian Robinson. But they still got to add more. I think they could use another wide receiver. They definitely could use a couple more pieces on the offensive line. But again, y'all, they have their guy in Jayden Daniels, and he is a superstar in the making, man. So there y'all have it. There was another episode of the Zayden Law Sports Podcast. Remember, y'all, that's a good message. So what? Make sure you get your daily dose. Y'all know I'm in it, man. I love y'all. God bless. Peace.